If any one member within the families of humanity is to accomplish the humanly impossible task of transmuting and transforming that body of grossly admired animated flesh into true flesh divine, it is done so with the recognition of humanity's greatest weakness, ignorance. The deficiency of knowledge can be made its greatest strength through the tonification of the same. How else might the mind develop if not by knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of adversity? How does a soldier gauge strength without opposition? How does a physician gauge health if never known disease? Humanity's greatest opposition is sickness is itself and its antidote strangely the same. If within the mind the acceptance or recognition of ailments is never admitted, is there truly a disease within the body framed? If deformity of mind were so easily visible, there would be no need of salvation of humanity from itself or any perceived creator, but surely humanity seizes sickness and in fear turns to the priesthoods of sciences for its panaceas, analgesics, and vaccinations to delay life's diseases of suffering. Surely humanity is shaped in the same form of all other life capable of repair after having been removed from further harm or injury. Is the scar left upon the body, mind, spirit not evidence of some affliction? Is it not also evidence of repair? If injury is received, does not that animated vessel not activate immediate repair within the same moments after harm has been done? Or does lesion fester, ooze, inflame, spreading ill-gotten gain into the system to that which it is guessed? The body, mind, spirit repairs retaining how the injury was received, quarantined, regenerating reflexes in both stressful and relaxed environments. Adaptation or abandonment considered, though the appearance of strike against any living form may over time fade, the experience remains imprinted on the memories of those who trespassed and those injured, respectful to the frames of humanity's time and development. Previously and presently, humanity injures humanity, and in the same times, humanity has sought and healed humanity through healing itself. If all one has experienced this injury and never knows its counterpart balance with its equivalent level of difficulty, still may be achieved healing. However, the whole healing means healing in triage, its parts most greatly affected first along with its immediate symptoms, even at the risk of loss of life or limb. The ability to detach from what is aesthetically pleasing within the confines of life may actually be worse than that of death. Instant gratification is a cobblestone on the road of attachments to carnal things that feed one's basic, egotistical, instinctual desires of food, shelter, and the increased possibilities of coupled masturbation. No thoughts or light produced, and the necessary consumed products thereof are squandered for mere moments of pleasure subject to externally dependent factors that stimulate a cascade of internal delights. Why are humanity's pleasures equated only in the things which may adorn, beautify, and dazzle the eye, and still cast the aromas of decay to the nose, sing songs of sorrow to the ears, and be more poisonous to the palate, quickening one's journey to death's door? Has that grand body of humanity fallen coma, feeding to obesity on the waste products of its comfort and luxury? An ulcerous tumor on the intestinal wall bulging from the small particulars that have impacted and compromised both function and logic to avoid those sweet cravings that communes and requests death especially visit them, immobilized and stricken by their own iniquities, committance, and petitions made in folly and jest. Surely an all-forgiving, all-loving, all-powerful Creator has endowed humanity repentance of its blushing shame. Within the moments removed from quantities that threaten life, the capacity to hermetically produce the cures and crave the foods and formulas that might induce one's admiration, appreciation, and focus to salvation of self. Humanity believes it has synthesized anecdotes into antidotes. The more cures are seen externalized, the true cure will long ago unrealize that true healing comes from healing the sickness within. Humanity's considered wants, obvious imperfections, reciprocal obligations, helps, enjoyments, comforts, and luxuries of life are dependent upon the bonds of humanity's family. It is therefore a duty for each individual member of humanity to search out their own genealogy, lineage, health, and bonds to life through humanity's tribes and cure mindfully the poisons of society. It is therefore necessary to cleanse the body, mind, spirit from damnation of guilt and the denial of responsibility through mindful means, seeking awareness of one's thoughts, intentions, emotions, speech, actions, mindfully rooted in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. There is no prescribed period of nights or days quantifiable to reverse or cure any disease. There is only a relative lifestyle in its relative application, until the signs and or symptoms are no more present or mortally afflicting and or debilitating. The salvation of self within and without the sickness of society.